I'm gonna start off with this disclaimer because I got kids. Damn it! If you hear a honking back there, it's my baby in the little Jeep. It ain't your Uber, okay? Okay, yeah. Hey, Virgo people. I hope all is well. Um, Welcome to your reading. This is for Virgo placement, cross watching for Virgo people, all that good stuff. Um, Love has everything to do with it, is what I heard. So that's what the song is I heard for you. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love but a secondhand emotion? Um, H2O equals water, and water equals emotions, is what they said. Okay, a lot of your body is it thrive it. This fly won't leave me alone, and I haven't for days. Um, a lot of your body, if not most, thrives with the use of water. Okay, emotions are very important in the world, in the situation, in this situation. You say that love, you say what's love has to do with it, and spirit says everything. Okay? It's critical that emotions are used in a situation, just like water is critical for survival. Okay? Somebody keep thinking that emotions mean nothing, when in this case scenario, it means everything. Somebody is missing the bigger picture. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Is how you see it from your perspective. Someone has been undervaluing love due to their own experiences, and for this reason, somebody has, will be, or already has been sent into your direction to rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby, but you don't want that. Look, hold on. I'm about to look that song up for you. It's by the Hughes Corporation. Back in 1973, they made this song. So I'm about to pull the lyrics up. I was gonna wait on you, okay? Because this is what we're here for. So I'd like to know where you got the notion. Said I'd like to know where you got that notion to rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. So, like, who the hell told you to come over here rocking my boat? In other words, ever since our voyage of love began, your touch has thrilled me like the rush of the wind, and your arms have held me safe from a rolling sea. There's always been a quiet place to harbor you and me, huh? Our love is like a ship in the ocean. We've been sailing with the cargo full of love and devotion. So if our love is like a ship in the ocean, how Virgo can our ship float without any love? The love will be the emotion, and the emotion will be the water, and the boat will not float. It will sit there stuck without the love. You understand me? Am I breaking this down for you, understandably? Okay, I hope I am. I hope you understand why the love is so important. When we talking about boats and being rocked, if we are going to go out here and go on the sea and go sailing, we need that water, don't we? It's the same as if we're going to go out here and get in love on a journey, we're going to need them emotions. They go hand in hand. All right, I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. So the song is Rock the Boat by the Hughes Corporation. That's like they'll say rock the boat, and then in the parentheses they'll say after they say rock the boat, then you'll hear them say don't rock the boat, baby. So the boat is getting rocked, but you don't want it being rocked. We're talking emotions, okay? Now I'm starting to get back on some. Okay, so emotions is what we're talking about, which is why in the very beginning of the meditation I broke it down to you that H2O equals water. Water equals emotions. Okay, keep that in your mind when I keep talking about this boat being rocked and how it won't be able to get on the sail and sea without the water. The water and the emotions are the same thing. Okay, all right. I'm glad we got an understanding there. Okay, so the person that's coming to rock the boat, you're saying, don't rock the boat, baby. I don't want that boat rocked. Okay, something's about to get you going emotionally. Why? Because you've been stagnant. Your boat, it ain't been floating. Why haven't it been floating? Because there ain't no water in the motherfucker. Why don't it won't ain't no water in the motherfucker? Because you out here saying, what's love got to do? Got to do with it. And it ain't working out, okay, for somebody. And maybe it's working out for you, but it's not working out for the environment, for spiritually it's not working out for you. Okay, it's working out for you maybe from your perspective of how you see things, but it's just not working out. Spirit is saying, Virgo, we gotta get this Virgo move going. Or Virgo, we gotta get this cross watcher going, because they've been stagnant here emotionally for far too long, right? All right, we need to get the river flowing, because what's happening over there? Okay, so this isn't something you wanted, but it's something you needed. Okay, be careful not wanting something good for you because of the way it appears visually. Okay, That means don't be out here blocking your blessings because it ain't appearing in a way that you feel like it should. Because you got this dream man or this dream woman, and the person don't show up looking like a dream, and now you just like, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. My minds don't choose who are mine. I choose them. But thanks for your inquiry. Alright, so let's see. What's the energy? What's the frequency? What do the Virgo people need to know at this time? Look at that. That's somebody. A Virgo woman. What do the Virgo people need to know at this time? Ancestors, spirit guides. Spirit, what's the message? What's the frequency that we have here for the Virgo people of importance? What do we need to know? What do we need to be informed about? The songs again. The song singing again. Rock the boat. They're saying, let the boat rock. And Virgo's like, do not rock that boat, baby. I'm sorry. There's the boat. Look, there's that love we talking about. The Knight of Cups. That's emotions, right? And then there's the Five of Pentacles coming out. There's somebody having a hard time when it comes to emotions. Or you're leaving emotions out in the cold. Or you have some type of abandonment issue that got you making these type of choices, movements, and decisions when it comes to emotions. Okay? Saying, no, I'm good. I'm better off on my own and dealing with that love shit. What love got to do with it anyway? That's your perspective. And then the universe is saying it's not that you don't want love, it's that you're stagnated emotionally. You want love. You just ain't trying to get it because you see it from your perspective. Stop it. Disclaimer. I got my disclaimer. I might be here, like especially her. She gonna be the one giving me a hard time the whole time, trying to get up in the camera. I'm like, hey, girl, you doing too much. Them ain't sturdy enough to stand on. Stop it, pop. Go get Moana. Stop it, Ava. All right, we'll fall out because you'll be all right. Virgo. The Knight of Pentacles. Thank you. You still ain't getting in my video. Stop it. No, you don't need to. You don't need to. The Knight of Pentacles and the Magician. The Seven of Wands. Ooh, girl. You need to stop. You're going to hurt yourself. She be getting mad. She be getting mad when she can't do what she want to do. Virgo. What else we got for Virgo? So we got the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Seven of Wands. To the King of Cups, to the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Something been moving real slow here. I feel like the tools you needed have always been there. They just haven't been put to use. Why? Because the Seven of Wands has been a very guarded energy. There's been a very guarded energy towards, I'm assuming, love or emotions with this King of Cups energy. Even if the emotions are there, you didn't want to express them. You didn't want to feel them. You didn't want to see it, hear it, feel it, nothing. I don't want to, he said, I don't want to talk it with your cake. He said, I don't want to skate with you, kick it with you, nothing. That's how you been feeling about love. You ain't trying to skate with no love, kick it with no love. No, you look like you're trying to get me in love. I'm going to just avoid you. Okay. And then the Wheel of Fortune. See, the Wheel of Fortune is coming to bring a shift into your life, into your emotions, and it is out of your control. Sometimes you need it, right? Sometimes we sit here pretending we don't want no love, but it's not that we don't want no love. It's that nobody want to put in all that energy and that effort to have the love that ain't going to be worth the love that you thought it was. Huh? Okay, you get me. You got me? Good. Now, so something's been drawn out, not because you didn't have the tools, it's because you've been very defensive and guarded and standing your ground or something, or opposing in some way. Maybe you didn't agree, or this is not what you wanted, or not how you saw things from your perspective. I feel like it's emotions with the King of Cups, but tell me about this Knight of Pentacles energy. The Lovers. So something deep on the spirit, on the spiritual level with the Lovers energy. Something that could be a reflection of you, shawty. So we got the Lovers. That's Gemini energy. Something that with to do with the Lovers or something deeply connected, a choice. Okay, a third party situation. Something's been drawn out here when it comes to that. And now we have anxiety. We have stress. We have sleepless nights about said situation because the Nine of Cups. It's like running. It's like seeing that it's everything you ever wanted, but you still running from it. You still got your guard up. They gave you the tools you need, but your guard is still up. It's like still stuck, like wanting to walk in that direction, but you just on freeze. You can't go, like something like that. Ten of Swords, and it's because you've been hurt. Father God, I've been betrayed. Feel like they beat me like a slave. I hesitated on that part. That's what he said. And then he said, but I learned from my mistakes. Hold on, there was something else after that before he said, hold on, let me think about it. I don't know what he said after learn from my mistakes. I can't place myself there in the melody. But Boosie, betrayed. After all the fuck shit we done been through. He said, Father God, I've been betrayed. So, wait a minute, they didn't say it. That's not, he don't say it twice. I just need that one part. That's it. They just be writing down shit. Boosie said, after all the fucking shit we done been through, all the pussy niggas we done tend to, but that shit don't mean nothing when a nigga money low. Niggas will shoot you in your back and cut your fucking throat. It's finances. It's about the money. But that's what he talking about, but I'm trying to get to the lyric. He said, Dear God, I ask you to make my heart cold tonight from all strangers and all busters. It's not funny. That's what he said. And then he said, Father God, I've been betrayed. Wait a minute. He's still singing a prayer. Wait a minute. I'm still trying to find the part I'm looking for. Oh, that is what he said. I've been betrayed, feel like they beat me like a slave, but I learned from my mistakes. We living in the last days. Pray for me and make me cold-hearted. Like, get the love out of here. Leave that shit the fuck out of here. Like, that's somebody's energy in here. They just want love to stay far the fuck away from them, but they really don't want that. They really want it to be as close as possible, but trying to find that person that is worth being close as possible with is the dilemma. Huh? It make you be like, fuck love. Fuck love. It's not funny. You ain't the only one. Is that because there's a heart in the house tonight? Should I stand up? Because I felt it. Girl, not you stand up on the box because you're going to hurt yourself. Come on now. Okay. So they tell me about the magician. Yeah, but something tragic happened to you before you shut down on love. And now you just don't trust nobody to just be opening you up like that. Because no. And then boom, here go the King of Pentacles. It's you, Mr. Masculine. Mr. Sir. Or Mrs. Ma'am. It can be you too, okay? So tell me about this magician. First card out is the King of Pentacles. And then we got the Four of Cups. It's crazy because that Four of Cups means that you missed out, but it also means that you're bored and discontent with what you're being presented with. So it's like, hey, Phoenix Rising. So it's like, you're not really, maybe you didn't really want to miss out. You had the tools that you needed to manifest if that's what you wanted to do, but you were just bored and discontent with the task at hand. Like, love, starting over again? Stick a fork in me and call me done. It's not that you don't want to have love, because I feel that. I want to have some love, but do I want to keep starting over? Do I want to keep trying to get out here and date and court motherfuckers? No, I don't. Just send me the love on the platter and tell me that's mine, okay? I'm depending on my ancestors here because I don't want to do all that work. Hello of light and dark. That's what I said, but it's hot out here for him. Okay, so there's the Knight of Cups again. Now we got the Queen of Cups down there with the Six of Pentacles. It's like wanting to balance out a situation. The Queen of Cups is unconditional love, baby. That's love. We talking love. I don't care what you're talking about. We're talking about some love here. And it's like maybe you're getting some type of clarity here, or you're starting to understand and wrap your mind around something, but that don't make you content with it, right? Because damn, Who said I wanted to get out here putting energy into love again? Can't y'all just send me that shit? Like, oh, we tried. And you said, don't rock the boat, baby. Girl, go. Go now. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm about to put this one on the bottom. Then you won't be able to dig in there. No. It's not for you to stand on, girl. You gonna bust your butt. Ain't Moana playing? Dang, she watching it until I get out and try to do the video. Now she want to come out here and try to get up in the video. And when I ain't letting her. So she can step up on this box all she wants. Here, just sit down. There. There. There you go. There you go. Good. Ain't no hey. Sit down. Okay. So there's the King of Pentacles. He's bored. He's discontent. But then the Page of Wands. Because what's the Page of Wands? Receiver of communication. It's like something that you're hearing or you're getting messages about. And you're not really content with that information. But it is happening. It's giving you something. It's like, because maybe at some point you had the wrong perspective about it, or something was confusing about it. Maybe it looked like some love you already dealt with, or some shit, whatever. I don't know. With the Seven of Cups is like an illusion, right? It's appearing to be something in a way that it's not. Okay, but then the Page of Wands says, okay, well, about this illusion, here's a new perspective. Boom. And then the Three of Cups comes in. They give you a new perspective that makes you want to mend it. Okay? What's the perspective that they give you? Hey, stop it. I'm about to beat her up, y'all. I'm just kidding, though. For those of y'all who don't know that it was a joke. Be in the comments like, we need to call CPS on her. I'll fight a kid. Not this one. Okay, so we got the Page of Swords being clarified by the Knight of Wands. So somebody was confused about the loyalty. That's what the question was. If this person was, are you gonna ride? Are you gonna ride for me, baby? Yeah. That's what Vote 3 said. Okay. So that's what the concern was, if this person was going to be solid enough to ride for me, baby. You motherfucker like, no, I broke for these people. They're not this, they're not that. And I completely feel, by the way, I'm not making fun of you. I just got this goofy thing about me that you got to laugh to keep from crying a lot. Okay, so you better off just laughing about the shit. Okay, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, some shit going to make you cry anyway. You ain't going to be able to laugh about it, but I'd rather spend most of my days laughing than crying. And if I'm crying, I hope I'm crying about the happy, like that tears that you so happy that you couldn't stop from crying. Yeah, those. All right. So the perspective here is changing. You're receiving communication that is clearing out an illusion of somebody being a Knight of Wands. You feel like this person couldn't ride for you, right? They not a rider. They more of a flighter. You feel like this person gonna come in with no solidness. They gonna just be a player. They gonna be in and out. They gonna be taking what they want and riding out. They thinking they about to be using you and shit. This is how you see this person, or see whoever this is. This is how you see and why you don't want no boat to be rocked with this motherfucker. I'm not putting no love in the situation, huh? Because they a Knight of Wands. Okay, this is how you was looking at it, right? Okay, that's valid. That's your perspective, right? But you're receiving communication, right? That's the incoming communication, bringing into you a new perspective about the person that you see as a Knight of Wands, or saw as the Knight of Wands. And then boom, the harsh truth is coming out to smack you on the forehead or maybe the shoulder. She thinks she's slick. She keeps trying to slide up in the video. Get down. On some coming in to harsh truth your ass, right? And then the Eight of Wands. Movement happens. And not just any movement, some quick ass movement. So, but what's this Knight of Swords energy for Virgo? The Magician. The Eight of Swords. And then they go, dang, girl, see, she's so clumsy, but she won't stop getting on the box. But I guess she good. She got right up and about to get back on the box. That's the thing about kids. Shit, you thinking, damn, you good? They get up like, and do the same shit that they just hit their head doing. And she's back. She decided to sit down this time. She learned something. All right. So the harsh truth comes out, and then boom, it goes back to the magician. So that's where shit start getting, because it's like the magician told me that you had all the tools that you needed, you just didn't use them because you was discontent here. You thinking you dealing with a knight of wands, and then the harsh truth comes out like, motherfucker, you had the tools. What's going on over there? Why you holding back? You wasn't scared. Blah 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 blah. So they come back, instead of putting it on this person, they put it back on you. Right? Like, no, this person ain't a Knight of Wands. It's not because they're a Knight of Wands. It's because you were perceived that they were a Knight of Wands because that was a safer spot for you. Right? So they're not a Knight of Wands, is what they're going to come back and tell you. No, this is not a flighty motherfucker. Okay, I ain't talking to y'all that don't know y'all dealing with players. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about some of y'all that somehow keep getting it twisted, thinking you dealing with the same old motherfucker, and they keep showing you that they different. Or somehow you keep being surprised because how did that's not what I expected from you. Those are the people I'm talking to. I'm not talking to the people that know they're getting cheated on. No, I'm not talking to y'all. Sorry, no offense. Step to the side. It's for other people. Okay, now, and I hope that ain't many of y'all or none of y'all at all. Okay, because I hope we loving ourselves and knowing our worth to know that we ain't got to share a fuck ass thing out here. I hope that's the case. But hey, we live and we learn, right? No judgment. Don't beat yourself up. Just get the fuck on. Keep moving like your name. Keep pushing like your name is Bun B. Don't stay stuck there. Because if you head there, that's it. That's stagnancy too. Because you ain't. That's not your end destination. I'm gonna tell you right now. So you get the perspective here about this. What you thought was a player, to find out that the Knight of Wands ain't a Knight of Wands. It's actually a Knight of Swords. Well, the Knight of Swords is honest. Honest, so honest they don't mind hurting your feelings about that honesty. You hear me? Boom. So you got that twisted. And now they go back to, okay, but you still got the tools, right? So it's like, yeah, you fucked up, or yeah, you misjudged somebody, or yeah, you got it wrong, but it's not over, right? They point you back to the tools that you still have, Mr. King of Pentacles, Mr. Cross-watching Sir, Mrs. Queen of Pentacles, whoever you are, okay? They still point you back to the fact like, yeah, you misjudged the person. They not a player. They actually honest. They actually so honest that it's brutal, right? Boom. Then they point you back to, well, you still a magician, right? You still got the tools you need to make something happen, to manifest, to do what it is that you need to do, but you want to avoid to do because you're bored and discontent with the work that needs to be put in to get that end result. Why? Because these motherfuckers play too much out here, because they lie too much, because they cheat too much, and god damn it, I'm over it. Okay, yeah, now we got that understood. This is why nobody want to put the fucking effort into love. Show me what the fuck you gonna do for me, says little baby. I'm tired of showing what I can get done. What you gonna do for me? Okay, yeah. So then you show me what you gonna do. No, let me not say that. But I'm just saying you can't put too much in up front because people be taking. They do. They motherfucking do. Okay, now so they point you back to the magician, right? Then here you are. There you are. The current Eight of Swords is still here with us, with your stuckness, and the stuckness is because of fear. It's because of fear, because even though that the universe, your spirit guides, your spirit team, your ancestors have showed you that this is beyond a reasonable doubt, the most honest it's going to get, you are still holding back and you are still afraid. Now, who can we blame that on, Virgo? Because we can't blame it on the Knight of Wands no more, because it ain't even a Knight of Wands present. So who are we blaming now for not wanting to go in the direction that our heart desires? Huh? Whose fault is it now? And this is when crunch time gets, because now all them fingers you've been pointing at people are eliminated. And I'm talking about in love, not that you saying it's your fault, it's your fault. You saying you the reason I don't want to get in love, because specifically this one person. I ain't talking about the whole world, because the whole world do be fucked up. It ain't you, it's them, okay? But I'm talking about this specific Knight of Wands that they just showed you is the Knight of Swords. This is the person that you've been saying, no, that's the reason I ain't going that way. I can't go that way because of this and do that way. Now they done eliminated all them fingers you've been pointing in that direction, right? And there's only one thing keeping you from getting in that direction, and it is you. Now, when it's different, when you were seeing that these people are the reason you ain't getting out there in love because they not offering shit. Now, what does it do? What does it happen to when it's you that is not getting out there because you don't want to, because you're afraid, so you hold yourself back? Now, this is going to take some deep reflection on your end or on the cross-watching end to grasp or wrap there, because people don't be ready to say, damn, you're right. It's me. It's me. I'm scared of the motherfucker to get back out there. I want that shit, but I'm too scared to reach out and grab it because I can't take one more motherfucking heartbreak, right? It's going to be some people to tell you that, but it's going to be some other people that sit out here and pretend they want love and act like they've been doing everything that they need to do to get it, but they will not address this deep-ass issue right here. That is the fear. Let's be all the way 100. It's scary to have some shit that's gonna fuck you over, but it's even more scarier having the shit that's meant for you, that's gonna rock your world and treat you right. Why? Because that's the shit that's gonna open you up the most. And if it somehow happens to go wrong, that's your fear talking, because we already got on the spiritual level that it doesn't. It's brutal. It's honest. It's the lovers. It's this. It's everything. The clarification. The magician is you. Everything is all here that we need. It's the fear at this point. At this point, it becomes the thoughts that keep us held back from what we desire, what we deserve, what we really do want, but we just so motherfucking afraid to get it. It's there. Selling dope out the pot, straight drop. It's all there. I know. I get goofy, but I'm being for real. So somebody's fear is keeping them back from what they truly desire. So when the person is coming in to rock that boat, you want that boat rocked, but you telling them, don't rock the boat, baby. No, because if you rock the boat too much, you might tip this bitch over and I'm going to fall. And I just can't swim out there. Like, it's fear. You know what I'm saying? Because we can get a life jacket and float to sea. We'll figure it out. We're going to survive. We're going to be all right. Ain't we? Right? That's got to be the mentality. That no matter what happens to you in this lifetime, that you will be all right. Because you got to get out there and face them experiences. Them experiences is going to build you into the person that you meant to be. Even that Ten of Swords. I know you don't want to hear this, but that Ten of Swords that hurt your feelings real bad, they got you like this in the first place, that was necessary. It was necessary for you to experience that. And now it's necessary for you to experience what happens when love actually works out for you. Right? Because we know what Ten of Swords feel like. We've been through plenty of them bitches, huh? Okay, so when we don't know what's the happy ever after like? Do we know that? Damn it, because I'm trying to see. Yeah, don't sit here and tell me you ain't. You are. You just tell me, come on. I don't know anybody that don't truly want to be in love. They just look around and see the options that we have in love, and it's just like, all right, I can do it next lifetime. Like, it's not that you don't want to, just feel like it's not accessible because these motherfuckers don't want to heal up, or because their perspectives are different, or because people are, it's all hurt. And no matter how you chalk it up and which block you spin on it, it's going to all boil down to people's perspective because their trauma, because their cycles have been broken, because this is what was installed in them, and now you can't tell them a fuck ass thing. Right? I seen my mama do this. I seen my daddy do this. My granny, her granny, the grannies before the grannies been doing this. All of our generations. So you can't tell me it's wrong. Okay, well, do your thing, boo. But that's the reason we're not getting nowhere as a collective, because everybody think they right. Everybody think they right in the way they perspective and how they see it. It's right? But they be leaning on to their. You can't lean onto your own perspective in this journey. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's why you need to get real cozy with your intuition. You need to get real cozy with everything spiritual about you. Why? Because the spirit can see everything. And that's who you want to plug into. That's who you want to be besties with. That's who you want to whisper to you. That's who you want to whisper the tea to you. Right? You know, because you can't trust a lot of this shit going on in the physical. Because motherfuckers out here for money, hunger, and greed. They money hungry and greedy. And that's why they do what they do. They make it appear as if it's some help or some type of information that they giving. And then it's just a lie. Right? To try to spin you in the wrong direction, because in somehow, some way, your spiritual inclination will be a threat. Huh? Imagine that. Imagine people being in situations where they feeling they not good enough, but the whole time they been good enough, but there was the part of the plan to make them not feel good enough or stay stuck in fear even. We can go with that. If we keep you stuck in fear, you will never go chase this love you deserve. And who got fucked out of it in the end? Was it you or was it them? Because the love was never theirs. Oh, okay. So don't let nobody get you scare you out of a fuck ass thing. Especially them, no offense to your people behind you, but the people, I'm going to speak on myself, because I find out generations before me, a lot of times they lived in fear. A lot of shit didn't get done because motherfuckers was too afraid. Okay, that's not going to be me. I'm going to be afraid probably in some cases, but I'm not going to be so afraid that I'm going to sit here and let it not happen. No. My ancestors said it's something good that way, right? I'm going. Well, it's a little scary and it's a little, I don't give a fuck. I'm going that way. I'll be on my way with my, what kind of gear do I need? I'll ask that later, because, that's why you got to be in tune with your spirit and your spirit team, because a lot of this stuff is going to look glittery, but it won't be gold, right? But these experiences, especially those hurtful ones, they give us that discernment to see that shit coming a mile away. You know what to avoid. You know what to avoid. You know what to discern. You know what that shit work like on your spirit. So what do we need fear for at this point? We don't. We don't. Okay. Right? So then we got somebody here. I don't know if this is, we're going to move past that. That's letting you know that you in your own way. Now they point you back to the tools. Now what's stopping you? And then you gonna only be able to see that the only reason I'm holding back now is because I'm afraid. And that'll be within you and you. And that'll be something that you have to deal with within yourself. Okay. So, and then we got the Seven of Wands. Hmm. The Eight of Wands. I don't know if I clarified that, but I know some quick movement happened up there. Okay. So the Seven of Wands is now looking more like a standing your ground and a let me fight for this, or let me get my, that's my spot right there. Let me go over here and defend it, right? Instead of back the fuck up, okay? Because I ain't playing, right? It's looking more like that type of standing your ground. So it's being clarified though by the Three of Wands. No, I don't think that came out first, but the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, and there it is. There's fear attached. Look, because there's the Seven of Pentacles. This is growth. This is expansion, right? This is planting the seed. This is you doing something about it. And look what's still attached to you. You're still scared, but you're still doing it anyway, right? Seven of Swords. Still ain't trusting this shit. I don't know if see, sometimes it'd be a battle between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, because the King of Swords says you have the facts and you have them from the higher power. So what is it to not trust, right? What is there to be afraid of? What is there to sabotage because of fear when you have all the facts, the clarity, and the knowledge that you need on a spiritual level? As above, so below. It's gonna happen in the spiritual before it ever happens on the physical, and they telling you about it. Now you know what's happening on the spiritual, so they preparing you for the physical. So you know already, right? Now just get prepared, right? So that way, when you know when motherfuckers that you can't trust is coming in your direction, you can see that shit. So you can see when somebody is good coming towards you. Now you done barricaded the door, looking like don't let them in here to rock that boat. But somehow they got put off as a Knight of Wands. That's where it a little bit confuses me. Because was the discernment lacking in that moment? How did they get put off as a Knight of Wands? Uh, hold on. Hold on. Shit. My bad. So, what was I saying? Wait a minute. So, I wanted to know, though. I wanted to know how the Knight of Wands got perceived in the first place. And then I get the Knight of Cups in reverse. To the Eight of Pentacles, to the King, to the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the first card that we started with. So maybe the person never really was a Knight of Wands, because it says that the Knight of Cups is reversed. So somebody wanted to, somebody wanted to suppress their emotions. And it took a while before somebody decided that they want to put resources, time, energy, effort into a situation. But up until then, they wanted to suppress. They didn't want to feel. They didn't want to do work. They didn't want to know rocking up the boats. Right? Somebody wanted to avoid the emotion. And until it started to spread, now it's like somebody after a long time coming with the Knight of Pentacles energy. Now somebody's stressing. They still stressing. This is a stressing. This person be stressing, y'all. They be thinking too much or something. Logicless Virgo, ain't you? You're Virgo, ain't you? Y'all, the most. Y'all the most air sign that's not an air sign that I know. Okay, so anyway, so there's all these thoughts going on and it's bringing in this stress, and then now you overthinking. Now you just probably a lot of people do it. Okay, so that's not Virgos too. So, but then we start with the Knight of Pentacles. I guess that's us coming up out of this long, slow moving period, and we're addressing the lovers, which brings anxiety. Why? Because of wish fulfillment is attached to it. Because it's a deep spiritual connection attached to it. So, boom. Then we move to the Magician, saying that the tools was already there. But we had to go through a whole. Somebody pointed at the Knight of Wands and saying, this ain't something I want to love. This ain't a situation that I'm trying to be with, right? Or whatever the case is. Somebody see it the way they see it until the spirit introduces the perspective, right? Sometimes it ain't about what you see from your perspective. Like I just got done saying a minute ago, as above, so below. The spirit is going to know everything before you know it. They're going to be more informed about everything, the world, the people in the world, all that good stuff. So a lot of times when you get a message to go towards or in the direction of a person, you going to look over there and say, do what? Not all the times, right? Because you might be happy. You might see some physical eye candy and be like, I can do that, right? I can go that way. It's cool, right? And then you get to knowing the person and be like, hell no, I got to go. Whatever the case is, you won't understand a lot of times why you got sent in that direction, why you got paired with that person, that partner, that teammate, that best friend, that whatever, right? But until you get into it, experience it, get to know it, then you'll start to understand. Like, okay, and then sometimes you are not at your own highest good, right? What am I saying? That you have not put in the most healing that you needed to up until this point, right? Maybe you're still dealing with trauma or you haven't healed from it, so the rose colored glasses will still be on your face. Once you still keep making your way through the healing, them rose colored glasses get off and you start to see things different. That's how you come from I don't want to love anymore to where the hoes at now. Just kidding. Okay, I just explained about the hoes part. Okay, well, I'm just saying. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because the perspective changes because you come from looking from that hurt perspective when your heart is broken to no longer being hurt because you healed. Now you see things different, right? Now you ain't hurt no more. Yeah, I thought I wasn't never loving again, but fuck that. I'm feeling good by myself. I'm trying to find me somebody type shit, right? It works like that. So you got that. There's that. So then we got. So I got to the bottom of the Knight of Wands. I'm about to jump back over here to the Seven of Wands now because the clarifying the Seven of Wands is the Three of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. You put the 3 and the 7 together, it makes 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, you're going to put down the burdens, the Ace of Pentacles, for a fresh start. Something solid, something tangible, something you can reach out and have and hold. And, it's tangibility when it's a Pentacles, okay? And then the Two of Wands, choices, movements, and decisions looking towards the future. But then it's about growth. So something is growing, something is elevating, something is transpiring here. So maybe you deciding to let them rock the boat a little bit. just give it a little push. Let me dip my toe in the water, like type shit. But regardless of the fact, what matters the most for you and your individuality is that you're being bold, you're being confident, you're being courageous, you're standing in your power, and you're not letting fear stop you from what you really want to do. You might be afraid, but you still gonna do it anyway. Okay? That is what the lessons will be teaching. Right? Because when have you ever known yourself to be bold, be confident, be courageous, and do that shit anyway when there's so much fear up against you? Never. So look at you, growing, expanding, becoming a higher version of yourself. And that alone is good enough for the journey. You know what I'm saying? We don't come to this journey for no love, but hey, we'll take it along the way. We come here to be the best versions of ourselves, right? It's when we sometimes get wrapped up in the love part of it, but that was never what it was about. It was always about you, right? Your spirit, your growth of your spirit, elevating yourself. Okay. You got to elevate your mind, Craig. Is that what he said? I don't know. Okay, the Seven of Wands. So that's all that's about. Being willing to be strong and courageous. And then the growth was there before that. Okay, so, but the strength card is the Hangman. Ace of Cups on the bottom with that 10 of Cups. So this is all about some emotional shit. And then the Two of Swords. The Sun is out there, meaning that everything is exposed here. Things have been illuminated, or you've been enlightened in several ways. I feel like somebody's being strong and courageous, but I feel like this only happens after you are stagnated. You are stagnated, and a pause to reflect and see things from that other perspective that you get introduced to. That's when you realize, stop looking at this world and feel your way through it. Stop looking at what you feel like people look like and feel how they feel like. Intuition is how you need to be navigating, not with your eyes. Oh, that looks good. Let me go over there. Oh, that look like a piece of shit. Let me not go. Right? You're going to fuck yourself out of something good, or you're going to end up in a bad situation because it looked glittery, but that shit wasn't gold at all. It's about to start turning your fingers and your neck green. Yeah. All right. Maybe your whole body if you went over there to dwell in it. I'm just saying. Be careful out here. So, I feel like it's a... There we go. That's what I was going to say. Your intuition. I feel like you're going to do it because they pointed you back to the magician, letting you know you still have the tools. This don't have to be the same situation that you're readdressing. You could be like addressing a whole new situation, but now you know how to go about it, right? Instead of coming into the experience with your eyes looking around to see which direction do you go to. I do. You can find it in the description box. You look with your intuition and feel it on your gut, right? Because listen, we could make it as something small. It'd be several times, not more. I'm gonna say at least 30 times in my life when I watch like a real estate video, I heard people talk about real estate, right? How many times have you heard a person say, well, it didn't look that great, but I felt it in my gut to go that way? Like they were talking about little small houses, and then they talk about how they made 50, 60, $100,000 profit off of a house that nobody wanted because their gut told them to invest in it. Or it ain't even got to be a house. It could be a situation that you didn't, motherfuckers was looking at like, nah, I don't know about her, bro. I don't know about him because of this and that. Then you invest because your gut. Now look at you. Now everybody's jealous because how the hell is the dog being faithful to you? Maybe he wasn't never a dog to begin with, but that's how y'all was perceiving him. Anyways, use your gut because your eyesight gonna steer you wrong, right? It will. In some cases, it might not. You can go good 6 months straight with your eyesight, and then on month 7 you start to get a little bit blurry, right? Because your eyes can be deceived and tricked, right? In the world, what does the world love to do? They love to deceive and trick us for some reason or another. So you got to use that intuition of yours. That's how you're gonna get where you need to go, or you're gonna be tricked out of your good shit. Okay, talking about this King of Cups, the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, and the Death card. Somebody could be dealing with a Scorpio. And then we got this, well, I say the King of Cups to the Death card. That's definitely a Scorpio. But that's why it stood out so strong, because there's a lot of signs out here that you could be dealing with. That's a Scorpio. And then we got the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles, and the Death card. But the Death card doesn't only say death, it says rebirth too. So when something dies out, it's only paving the way for a brand new beginning. So if you think about it, it sits in cycles. You're just walking out of one door and into another. They're never really endings. They're just ways being paved for new beginnings. Yeah, I know. And then when you're hurting, you don't see it that way. But later down the way, you do. But I feel like this is emotions for somebody. I feel like this is doors of emotions. I feel like one door has closed on your emotions and it's time for that new one to open. And you was not quite ready at the time when it was opening. Right? Because it's like a bridge. You leaving and entering all in once. And sometimes you be like, wait a minute, I need to pause right here in the middle. I'm not ready. Right? But the universe, sometimes your spirit guides, the ancestors, the creator knows what ready is for us. Time is an illusion. And we get caught up on all that shit. And that's how you get stagnant. That's how you get done fall off your energetic field that you should be on. Now you falling behind trying to catch up and shit. Motherfuckers, it's too much. Just follow your intuition. You won't be disappointed. I don't give a damn what it is. Listen to your gut. Okay? So, equal give and take here. That's what this is gonna be. some type of foundation, some type of commitment, some type of fair exchange, a balanced exchange. This is somebody starting to understand that the ending that they experiences was just the ending, right? Ten of Swords, that's the same Ten of Swords we were speaking on, but now you're not at the Ten of Swords, you're at the Nine of Pentacles, where you're good here. You don't feel hurt, you don't feel this, you feel, maybe you even been doing some healing, you doing some gardening, something's growing, showing some type of fruition for you, getting the results that you desire. And then the Page of Cups. In some cases, somebody doesn't want to see it ending in a situation where they want to get the results that they desire, so they express emotions. Okay? Because Five of Swords says somebody's feeling regretful about the past and the action that they had taken in the past, so they want to make it right. They want to mend it, which is how we get to the Six of Pentacles right here in front of us. Because the Six of Pentacles brings in an equal give and take. It brings in fairness. It brings in balance. It brings in gifts. And paired with the Hierophant, it makes it solidified. The Ace of Wands. Some passion, some inspiration, a path that you're destined to go on to. That somebody's having regrets here. The Emperor, the Tower, and the Four of Wands. Somebody's having regrets behind some union, some twin flames, some taking charge, some bossing up. Because they're starting to realize from the Tower moment that it was much more solid than they gave it credit to be. Alright. So now, we got the Five of Swords, Five of Wands. Five of Swords, this is the regret. The wish, shoulda, coulda, woulda, wishing it. But the Ace of Wands is still there. The passion is still lit. The spark, Ace of Wands. What's the Ace of Wands? What is that? Yeah. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. See, somebody that hurt your feelings, disappointed you, maybe broke your trust and all that good shit, or they just misjudged you, or something like that. But they're still passionate about you. Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who wants to bring some type of loyalty to the table with you. But you might not trust them still. Even though they bringing it to you, telling you the one. I feel like it's been a roller coaster with this person. Emotionally, especially. Like, I don't know. We got the Queen of Wands here. Somebody could be dealing with the Queen of Wands. We also got the Queen of Cups. We got you could be dealing with anybody. I guess this is a situation that several people could have come to with Virgo people. Sorry, Virgo, I'm not making you to blame. The universe is. I'm just the messenger. Please don't shoot, because I shoot back. All right, thank you. Here is the Wheel of Fortune. Something's happening, and it's out of your control. But it's going to make you happy. It's not giving you what you want. It's giving you what you need. Okay? And sometimes what you want and what you need ain't the same, because sometimes you haven't grasped or got the perspective or wrapped your mind around what you need in the first place. Right? Sometimes you don't even know what you need is sending you in the direction of what you wanted all along. It's what you wanted and what you needed. Right? Because 9 times out of 10, you don't want nobody that's going to sit there, yes man and yes woman you. That's just going to be there, yes. You want a motherfucker to tell you your shit when you wrong too. You don't want nobody just letting you walk all over them like, hell no, tell me something. Put me in my place if I need to be there. Right? Don't just let me have me. That motherfucker just going to have me walking on. Everybody. Shit, but everybody ain't ready for that either, because some of y'all don't want to be put in y'all place. Some of y'all don't want to shut up or be even told nothing. Why? Because you think you know everything. Maybe. I don't know. But the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's true. I'm a woman. I feel like it's true that sometimes women got to shut up and we don't like to. Because who the fuck you telling to shut up? Oh, okay. It's me just being a woman. So something's out of your control, but it's shifting here. It's shifting when it comes to the Devil. That Ten of Swords, the Ten of Cups. I feel like something that happened or transpired in your life already is coming back around. And I feel like it's coming back around because now your tools are different. You're still the magician and you always had tools, but I feel like maybe they're a little sharp on this time. And it's not that your tools are, forget the tools. The tools have been the same. What's been sharpened is the intuition, which in a sense is a tool too spiritually, but it's your intuition that's different this time. It's the spiritual knowledge and reflection that you have over the situation, and now you know what to do. Now you can understand what was before an illusion, what was before a misjudgment. You have complete and utterly clarity on a situation, and you know how to move. But they're pointing it back to the magician because it's up to you, baby. It's up to you. You have the tools. You decide what's gonna happen. You at the drawing board, about to draw up, right up what you about to do next, right? We just waiting to see what kind of rabbit you about to pull out the hat, right? All right. So something is shifting. The unit. That's what I said. But you are getting nudged and you are moving, and things are happening out of your control. Because I feel like somebody has allowed fear to stagnate them for too long, or they have just been okay being by it. Like this, the fears just set them in isolation, and they've been okay doing nothing because it's safe, because it's comfortable. And the universe is not here for that. So they're coming in to move your ass right along. They're coming in to rock the boat. And no matter how many times you tell them, don't rock the boat, baby, the boat is being rocked, okay? So get your life jacket on, get ready to swim, get ready to dive in emotions, because we on the way, baby. That's where you're going. Some things have to be out of our control. Yeah, what about free will? We have free will, but sometimes your free will will fuck you over, and you will let it. I'm fine. I'll be in isolation. And I've been in isolation for the last 6 years. I'll be there for the another six. Then what? Life's just passing you by. Get out there and get some shit you deserve. Okay? All right. So it's fear here. And it's that tragic ending that happened to you. But the wheel of fortune is coming in and shifting and seeing that none of that stops you from getting here where you deserve to be at the Ten of Cups. And that getting that happiness. Damn, I've been in here with y'all an hour. I gotta go. Okay? But I'm over here. I'm done anyway. So, but that's what I got for y'all Virgo people. All right. The boat is getting rocked. Okay? And if it tip a little, so what? What's the worst that happens? You're going to fall in love. Huh? Oh, well. Okay? Protect your energy. Be blessed. Discern these motherfuckers. Love will be safe in that part, in that moment. Okay? You get to knowing people at some point, your spirit will know when to pump the brakes, because it just may not be the best situation for you. But you got to get out there and you got to try, or you'll be in isolation for the rest of your fucking life. And the universe don't see it that way. Huh? You're not going to get that choice, because they're going to come in, send you catalysts to get you moving, because that's what you need. Right? So just do it right. So you don't got to have it done for you. Okay? We adults. Namaste. Be blessed and protect your energy. Thanks for watching. Peace. 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 Peace and chicken grease.